Hi, so welcome back to our discussion on Vedic Mathematics, and in this video we will try to cover one more case where you have one number which is less than 10 and the other number is more than 10 but less than 20. So the whole idea of doing the first three videos is to give you a method wherein you can quickly multiply the numbers from 6 to 20, where both the numbers are from 6 to 20. So first we covered all the single digit numbers from 5 to 10 or 6 to 10, then we covered numbers from 11 to 20. Now we are covering a mixed case where one number is less than 10 and the other number is more than 10 but less than 20. So let us take this example of multiplying 18 by 9. Now the method is essentially the same, but what will differ is the way in which we arrive at the final answer, and that is mainly because we have to consider both a surplus and a deficit. That is, one number is more than 10, the other number is less than 10. So let us start with our usual method. We write down 10 over here, which is our base. Now if I add plus 8 to 10, I will get 18. So 18 is 8 more than 10, and 9 is 1 less than 10, so therefore it's a deficit, minus 1. Now in order to arrive at the answer, we follow the same method as we did earlier. We multiply this column over here and also follow the multiplication rule for sign numbers. So when we multiply a positive number by a negative number, the result is a negative number. So plus 8 multiplied by minus 1, so 8 into 1 is 8, and plus into minus is a minus, so I get a minus 8. Now there are again two ways to arrive at the digit on the 10 side. You can either do this operation here diagonally, but here you will do 18 minus 1. We need to follow the sign, so we get a 17 over here. The other way is you can also follow this direction, but here you have to add 9 plus 8 and that will also give you 17. Now here is the key thing. This is not our final answer. We need to do one more step to arrive at the final answer. The first thing in that step is to subtract this 8 from 10. So 10 minus 8, which is our base, right? 10 minus 8, it will give you 2. So this is your units digit, and from this 17 we need to subtract 1. So when you subtract 1 from 17, we get 16, and we combine these two. So 162 is the answer. Let us try another example where we have 19 into 9, and what we do is, again we take the base as 10, so this is plus 9 more and this is minus 1 less, right? 9 is 1 less than 10. We follow the same method. 9 into 1 gives me 9 and plus into minus gives me minus. Now 19 minus 1, I am usually following this way, but you can take the other one also, that is 9 plus 9. Either way you will get 18 as the answer. Now our final step is to subtract this number from the base, that is 10 minus 9 gives me 1, and subtract this number also from 1. So we have 18 minus 1, it gives me 17. So 171 is the final answer. Now in both of these cases, we saw that when I multiply this column, the second column that we form, the number in the units place is always a single digit. But there will be case when you don't get a single digit number, but you will get a double digit number. Now how do you tackle that scenario over here? So for that, let us try out an example which says 18 multiplied by 2. Now as such, we follow our earlier method of taking the base of 10. Now when I add plus 8 to 10, I get 18, and I need to subtract minus 8 from 10 to get 2. Following our method, what we have here is 8 into 8 is 64, so you write 6 over here and 4 over here. But you need to understand that plus into minus gives you minus 64. So what I'm going to do is I just put a small minus sign over here and a minus sign over here. Please note it is minus 64, but this we are putting just so that we can understand the next set of operations that we will be doing. Now there are two ways to arrive at the number in the tens location. So we can do 18 into 18 minus 8 or 2 plus 8. It gives us 10. Now because of this additional number here, so we have to add one more step. Now our initial step was to subtract this number minus 4 from 10, so that gives us 6, and this 10 needs to be subtracted from 1 as we did earlier. So 10 minus 1 gives us 9, but you can see that we already have this minus 6, so this minus 6 needs to be carried over to this side as well. Okay, so it is nothing but subtraction. We need to follow this sign, minus 6. So 9 minus 6, this one, 9 minus 6 will actually give us 3, and this 6 remains as it is. So 36 is the answer. So the only thing that you need to remember is after doing this step, you need to subtract this number from whatever result you have got over here. So let us try another example where we say 18 into 4. We take base as 10, 10 plus 8 is 18, 10 minus 6 gives me 4. Now 8 into 6, it will give you 48, but it is actually minus 48. So now we have minus 4 and this is like minus 8, and 18 minus 6 or 4 plus 8, either this or this, it will give you 12. Now our first step is to take this number 8 and subtract it from 10. So 10 minus 8 gives me 2, and this number needs to be subtracted from 1, so you get an 11 here. But because we have this minus 4 here, that also needs to be added. So 11 when added to minus 4, we have 7. So 18 into 4 would give you 72. Now you can confirm this by doing your multiplication in a conventional way. You can do 18 into 4. 8 times 4 is 32. So 2 remains over here and 3 is carried. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3, 72. So as you can see, you get this number, the same answers in both the case. Now please note that these calculations get faster when you do them mentally. So with that, we end our session of videos on multiplying numbers from 5 to 20.